caused many controversies over the years. It's a widely used form of discipline across the United States, but it's banned in many other countries. Some say it's abuse, and many others say it's necessary. When does spanking go from a form of discipline to halt unwanted behaviors to causing emotional damage? Making the decision to spank a child may cause guilt for both the person administering the punishment and the child on the receiving end. So what is corporal punishment? How is it linked to aggression, and how does it affect a child's social-emotional self? Corporal punishment is commonly referred to as a minor form of physical violence. Therefore, when children are spanked, pinched, slapped, or any other form of physical violence, they are being exposed to abuse. The actual punishment is used to control undesirable behaviors by inflicting pain on the child without causing physical injury, as opposed to the acts of child physical abuse. Although there's a large spectrum of what is considered physical abuse, many parents still condone corporal punishment. According to the Journal of Family Violence, the incident rate for physical punishment peaks at an age of 3 or 4, with nearly 80% of parents reporting using physical punishment. Incidences of spanking declines with age, though nearly half of parents report physically punishing their children as old as 12. After a survey of a random group of people in Oklahoma City, results compiled, and the finding reveals that parents supported physical punishment depending on the nature of misbehavior and the age of the child. Behaviors such as stealing, talking back, and hitting a playmate or classmate were considered appropriate reasons for physical violence. The least appropriate reason was spanking a child for not cleaning one's room. Physically punishing a child can send mixed messages, especially when you tell them not to hit others and punish them by spanking them. This is a common occurrence among students in southern public schools. Children in schools state that corporal punishment has been banned in 29 states. More than 1 million cases of corporal punishment in the U.S. continues to be reported annually, with states located in the southeastern and southwestern United States accounting for the vast majority of instances of corporal punishment. Many southern schools still have corporal punishment as a deterrent for bad behavior such as skipping and fighting. The punishment for fighting on school grounds is a swat. Hitting a child to discourage fighting is not a good behavior control method. Schools may refer to corporal punishment as swats, pops, paddlings, or licks. It is widely known in schools that guilty children, especially high school students, are given the option of being swatted or having detention or in-school suspension. The option of a swat is faster and easier to get over with. Many students would rather have a short, fast pop to spend those long, tedious, and unhealthy hours in detention or ISS. On the other hand, younger children don't have that option. 3 strikes and you're out. In this case, it'll be a swat. The home life of a child is unknown when a corporal punishment is enforced. We have no idea how the child can be fully affected. The child may be acting out on something that is happening at home. He may be seeking some sort of attention, and the attention he receives at the hands of the school is corporal punishment. Other actions can be taken when dealing with a child that acts out. According to children and schools, the humiliation that accompanies the experience of corporal punishment may reduce a child's inability to problem solve rationally, make a child more aggressive, defiant, and oppositional, and further inhibit a child's ability to solve problems effectively. The deficits further subjected children to feelings of inadequacy, resentment, and may eventually lead to anger, hostility, violence, and aggression against school property, peers, and authority. On some occasions, parents have their children's best interest at heart and would not hurt them. Parents know their children much better than teachers do. Teachers spend a lot less time with students, especially if they're in a large classroom. So it would be inadvisable for teachers and administration to have the authority to enforce corporal punishment on the children. Inadvisable for teachers to enforce corporal punishment, but how much better is it for the parents to do the spanking? According to social work research, it's been found that children react differently to each parent's form of punishment. They found that the mother's use of physical punishment increased children's social and emotional problems. While fathers tend to play more of a prominent role in disciplinary interactions, mothers play a larger role in providing affection and supervision. The Journal of Family Violence states that children's reactions to parental punishment, of course, will vary with the child's temperament, but can also vary depending on the amount of support the child receives from the other parent. Parental support may serve as a buffer for children who are victims of corporal punishment. Their support is characterized by acceptance, understanding, responsiveness. These may buffer individuals from the negative effects of stressful events, the stressful events being mainly corporal punishment and school-related issues. Social work research says it is now a known fact that corporal punishment has long-lasting effects on a child. Besides the obvious physical marks, there are psychological marks as well. When a child is exposed to harsh and inconsistent discipline in toddlerhood and infancy, she is likely to model behavior after the parents. Use of corporal punishment to attempt to gain compliance with the desired behaviors teaches the children that the use of physical aggression is the norm and an appropriate method to solve conflicts. Corporal punishment dates way back to when European settlers came to the Americas. For centuries, it has survived and was accepted. Today, it is still accepted in parts of the world, including the United States. There will always be those people who say they were spanked and they grew up just fine, but then there will always be those who have been through corporal punishment and will not do the same to their child.